There it is. Right. Let's get to it, I think. Hopefully this is that is pretty loud. We're gonna put that to like right about here, cause it's definitely a more quiet song. Hello everyone. Sorry, I unmuted a little early, but that's okay. Hi. Um, you. I feel like I'm stupid. Kiwi, you sent me your character sheet, right? I think I might be.
No.
No. Okay. We'll just figure it out later. I already know what you're playing as. Should we just get right into it then?
Yeah.
So, we are going to be opening in a much more different fashion this time, and it's definitely not because I just forgot to get a map or make a map or anything. No, I do have a map. Let me adjust this to how I see fit. I was gonna make them bigger, but you know what? Fuck it, it's fine. Here, you have big token to entertain you, chat. Um, actually, give me just a second.
Noblin?
Um, so we're going to start this session off a little differently. You, Kiwi, or I guess I don't want to say your name yet,
It's me.
are within a pod, a steel pod that you see is painted on the inside of a dark gray. You can see the glass window peeking out to several other pods within this warehouse. The catwalk before you made of steel with railways painted yellow for visibility, and each pod having its own little catwalk path to it. Now, you've been asleep in this pod for a very long time. You haven't really, had much to do around here. You were, well, it's not that you were decommissioned, just put out of the product line, if that makes sense. But after a long while of sitting and wasting away within this pod, your code finally tells you to awaken. And before you, you see as your pod door slides upwards as steam that kept the not steam, but air that kept the pod cool so your systems didn't malfunction or anything, slowly spills out of the pod. And as you step out onto the catwalk, you see before you the other pods, but you also see as you look around a door billowing light just about 30 feet to the left of you, and you see it open. As the light was coming through just a crack before, it spills open, and a woman begins walking up to you. She's wearing a lab coat. She's clearly a lighter-skinned human with black hair. Her hair's tied back in a ponytail. She's got glasses on, writing on a clipboard. And as she's walking over to likely a very confused you, would you like to tell us what Moose looks like and what class you're playing?
Yeah. Moose? Moose, the little warforged little robot. He got big ol' antlers on either side of his head. He's currently doing a little stretch, even though he does not need to.
Mm-hmm.
He has a little logo of a arrow that goes up and down on the right side of his chest.
Mm-hmm.
This, I'm oh, and he is saluting as soon as she gets over. He, he knows that much, I think.
Mm-hmm. And your class?
Oh yeah, artificer.
Artificer. Subclass? Or you don't want to
Uh,
say yet?
this is prize tool that will help for later.
Okay, alright. The woman walks up to you, just straight ignoring the salute, and she asks you very matter-of-factly, your WC1 codename M00SE? 00? Oh, that's funny. She
Yes,
looks...
ma'am.
Right, we need you for a test today. If you would, follow me to the designated testing area, we can get you on your way and, get this done. Come on. She
Okay.
doesn't wait for a response and turns and begins to walk. Each step clangs on the catwalk as you follow her. Really, you don't have much of a choice, as your programming dictates you listen to whatever she says. But as you walk throughout the as you walk out of the storage area, you see a very bleak white lab before you. It's clearly a more public area, as these pods are kept in a storage closet essentially in the lobby. You see people being checked in for tours, wearing, bright red t-shirts and jeans, shoes on, a family and their kids coming in. Weirdly though, and I don't weirdly to you, as you don't often see many humans, this place is filled with only humans, all different shapes and sizes. That sounds weird, but I'm just gonna roll with it. All of them going about visiting the company you work in. You don't really know it by name, because I definitely didn't think of a name before.
Definitely not. No.
And she
What
and
means the
she
name?
and the scientist brings you along as she goes behind the counter. Or the reception desk. She waves at the receptionist who's currently admitting the family you saw for a tour. The mother trying to figure out the pricings of all the tickets, as she has several very differently aged kids with her. And as you enter the door, you enter this area that's very much similar to the potted area with all the catwalks. However, instead of there being a unnecessary drop into, the abyss of more pods below it, you find yourself walking on a stone floor with various pipes poking out of the walls. There's not really much paneling done in this back area, as it's clearly meant to be seen by scientists only. You see several doors to labs as you walk by. You can even peek in with windows. In one lab, you see an experiment going on with seemingly a cloning machine, as you see the label on the door. Several pylons are twirling, and something's being zapped into a small petri dish right in the middle of the room, as you catch a glimpse of it on a pedestal, and several scientists all nodding and looking around, writing notes at each other as they jot this down. You see in another room something called the Zap gloves are being tested, as you see a test subject wearing these heavy metal gloves with rubber paddings on the inside, zapping a test dummy target at the end of the room. Several other different experiments can be seen as you walk along. There's a plasma ray, a transportational device that seemingly uses portals for its own transportation. There's even a self-duplicating crop, which you see as you walk by. It's a stalk of corn, but as every time you look away, you swear you see another corn pop up. And by the time you walk completely by the lab, there's about 16 corn stalks in the lab, where there were once one when you looked away so quickly. But finally, at the end of the hall, you get to a lab for the project Teleportation Train. Very simple name, but you recognize what this is. And as soon as the door is opened by the woman, she greets the fellow scientists standing in a observation deck just above this area. You can see as you walk in, the observation deck has a glass window that encompasses it, with desks all sat around for the people operating the train in order to cause it to move. And just at the end of the room is what you recognize to be an elevator, which will take you into the actual teleportation zone. But as you look out the window, you see this train car, seemingly on its own with no engine to pull it, sitting on a track leading into a massive arch device made of steel with several glowing lights on it, with a big red one right in the center at the top. Nothing's in the archway, but you see several prongs seemingly ready to activate something within it. And as the woman greets all the fellow scientists, she says things like, we're scheduled for non-human testing today? Yes. After the previous occurrences, we decided we need to figure out the source of the... You can just say what they are. We're not in here to perform for anyone. We're here to test. Yes, but I don't like thinking about We have the WC1 unit here. We're going to be fine. I don't think it will occur, but you know what? I'm just going to. She ignores this scientist as she walks up to you and says, all right, Moose, I guess that's your name. What you're going to be doing is just going on a little train ride. You see that big train down there? She points to the train sitting in the large testing chamber.
He's nodding.
You're going to go down from this elevator. You're going to get in. You're going to go on a little trip. You're going to come out in another end, and another scientist like me is going to debrief you on, well, what she needs from you. You're going to tell her everything she needs, and then you're going to come back here, and you'll do the same with me. Sound clear?
He just gives another little nod.
Also, please don't consider any cleaning protocols while you're on this test. I know that's somewhere in your programming, but it's not what we need you for.
And he does it again.
Right.
She's
Right.
not expecting.
Right.
He's not expecting her to
To
think of him. What was it? For him to answer back.
She's clearly expectant of this as she pulls the lever next to you as you begin slowly descending. You have to turn around to see the train car before you, which I will pull up in a
I love
moment.
train.
I'm just going to use a little M for you right now. We'll get, you know, we can get the tokens a little later. Let me get the M. Oops. Get the... Sorry. We're just gonna use like a white M for the funny, since... Is Moose painted white? Is Moose painted white?
Majority of his body is like black and gray. The
Black and
antlers are like a bone-ish color.
Okay, so then I'll just make it gray. Because I don't want to make it black, because then it wouldn't be able to be spotted. There we go. That's like a...
Yeah, that'd probably be good.
That's like a gray. As you walk up to the train car, you see its door on the side, and you make me a perception check.
Old little boss. That's 8.
Your sensors seem to catch something for a split second. A square is illuminated for a moment, but as you focus on it and allow your sensors to analyze it, it doesn't seem to really catch your eye, whatever this was. But
It's normal.
You begin to walk up to the back of the train. You know, your sensor is not catching anything else. You know, you walk up slowly. You hear slight grumblings over the radio, or over the speakers in the train of just, they really don't design these things to walk fast, do they? Well, I'm sorry, but currently, people are not within the question of testing. They ignore the fact that you might be listening as you walk inside. And if we have to use the slower, older models, then I think that's what we're going to use rather than make more of those. Do you remember what happened last time? The whole facility got completely annihilated because we tried this. This is just about all we've got to make things work. Right. Yes. It's inside. You see he looks over. You hear almost... Ooh, hold on. You hear almost as if though he's looked over to a computer and typing things in. You remember seeing this computer as you walked inside. I think... Is everybody's token in there? It is. Okay. Let me just put... Sorry. Chat, I've just received the token, so we're going to make a swap out here real quick.
We are so back.
We are so back. We are so back. Let me get your little...
In this little period of transition, I just want to say, Moose has nothing else on his mind other than doing his job.
Yes, yes.
They didn't tell him to worry or anything either.
They didn't.
Or to hurry.
Oh, shit.
He's taking his time to, sit down and all that stuff.
Right. WC1 unit, please confirm consciousness. Just move or something.
He's looking up, giving a thumbs up.
There's not cameras in there, so you're just gonna have to move. Your sensors are plugged into the system. We can see you move. If you like,
he just kind of waves an arm.
You have to get up and move somewhere. Just stand in the middle of the train for a second.
Yeah, he does. He does that. You know.
We
He's
really, we really should have put The cameras don't work in. Oh, right, right.
he's gonna
Just
like
sit,
pace.
just sit back down, Moose.
Yeah, he's sitting back down. A
Right,
little, just throwing his arms up just a tad.
right, Moose. You see, we're going to be sending you for about a 10-second journey. You will be entering a facility about 30 miles out in the boonies. He doesn't know what the boonies are. Well, he does now. We're going to be sending you about 30 miles out. The trip should feel about, well, we don't actually know, but the trip should be about 10 seconds, judging by the distance and the teleportation device. We are turning on the portal now. Do you not remember the code? I remember the code. You hear several clackings of keys as you hear outside and can even look out the side window. You see the portal, the archway that was before you, zapped to life, the prongs seemingly igniting this swirling pinkish blue mass as the train tracks seem to expand inside of it. Right then, lining up the coordinates here with the train. Right. Prepare for launch in 5, 4, 3. Do we count down to 5? Is it a 5-second? It's a 5-second charge up. Right, let's go! You hear the slam of a button as the train zips through into, well, frankly, at first, it's a pleasant place. You sit as you watch outside, your sensors allured by the colors of, well, the colors of wherever you are. It's a beautiful landscape of pink and blue out there, clouds dotting about a sky that never ends as you watch it fly by as the train tracks, seemingly being placed in here somehow by this company, have all guided a way for you to, well, get to your destination. You remember in your sensors that it would be only about 10 seconds, so after it lasts about 20 seconds, you begin to appreciate the extra time you have to see such a wonderful place.
He was like getting closer to the window, just scooting over ever so slightly.
For about the
Could help.
first few seconds, about 20 seconds, you could hear, the chattering over the intercom, as seemingly there's a short range where the intercom works, as you could hear them discussing that the train was set and that they were all going to go off to lunch. I mean, they, well, send it off. There's not really much they can do but wait for them to get it sent back. You hear, nothing else after this as the train chugs along the tracks, and it's about 50 seconds now. It's 5 times longer than they said it would take, and you wonder now, why has the trip taken so long? It's going on a lot longer than you'd think it would. Time doesn't feel right to you, as what you once thought was 50 seconds could have just been 10. And then 10 seconds turned into 50, and then 50 seconds turned into hours. It's been 2 days since you set off on this treacherous journey. You can feel some rust forming in your joints as you creak them about in order to attempt to get rid of any bit that might have gotten placed on it. You sit at a table with empty plates, seemingly put there for someone whom would be using this, someone who'd use this
Who
and
could eat?
who could eat, yes. And you can't help but notice as you've been going along that the chair in front of you, the entire chair, looks ever so tinted a shade of red rather than the blue that most of the other seats share. And as you continue along, another 2 days go by, then 6, then 8, then 16, and 32.
About during a
64.
month, you would start to pace.
Pacing's all you can really do. I mean, what else is there to do on this train? They didn't give you any entertainment. Why would a robot need entertainment? Nothing's on the train. It's just plates and tables and chairs and a tinted red seat, which you can only wonder why it was tinted red. Why is every other chair fine in this area? Is it the light? Is there any light here? You notice that as you look out the window, the pink and blue doesn't seem to emit any light. Where's the sun? You wonder as you wander around. I mean, you've never seen the sun yourself. You've never been outside the facility, but there's not a sun here. How is the train car lit up? Is there any power? There's not even an engine. How is it being pulled? 64 days go by, then another 128 as you continue to wonder all these questions. These questions are all that are keeping you sane, thinking about these things. Eventually, you might get lost in whatever code or loop and shut down. Maybe that's what you hope for, but then it's 256 days. It's been 4 months, a lot more than 4 months. Months since you set off on this journey. This is about 24,000 times longer than they said it would be. 10 seconds? 10 seconds seems like a laughable joke to you as you wander about the train for what feels like eternity. Another four. My math is fucking up. Another 256 days pass. 512. That's all you can do. You can just calculate the days as they go by, adding one to a little loop in your head of how many days you've been active. You're not even sure how you're functioning at this point. You should have been charged like months ago. You didn't even know you had the battery power to stay awake this long. It's been 1,248 days by the time anything happens. You hear from the back of the train, or the front of the train, a sound very similar to the one you heard when awoken. The sound of 4 pods opening their hatches, clicking open, and you
He
hear what
immediately
sounds.
just like goes for the door. He's not opening it.
Are you
Just moving towards it.
you just standing there?
Yeah.
You hear as several people seem to awaken. Is it time for the 1,000th? Yep. Well, we're far past 1,000th. 1,200? Looks like it. Any chance the moose unit thing went nuts? I don't know. Could it? Can it? I don't know. You hear what sounds to be several people suiting up, and one noise strikes you as odd. You hear from behind the door a... Roll me a perception check.
That one is a what is it? Oh, that is a dirty 20.
This is the undeniable sound of a firearm having a round loaded into it.
Hey, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe they think there's something in here, you know?
Oh.
Yeah,
Are you saying this aloud?
he's no.
Okay, okay.
Maybe no, yeah.
Yes,
He
he's
hasn't told us. Yeah.
saying it aloud.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. You hear one of them push the door open, and you see these people. You see as the human man pushes open the door, you see a black Kevlar vest on him with blue-sleeved shirt. He's wearing these black leather gloves with no fingertips. His entire body is covered. He's wearing these black Kevlar pants with brown boots and a gas mask over his face with a hood coming up from his shirt to cover his hair. And you see as he peeks out, you hear a very muffled... All clear.
Clear. Moose is
You're
answering for them.
you're normal.
Just a little tired. WC1 Moose reporting.
You get tired?
No, not tired. I mean, uh, It's been a while. I think it's been more than 10 seconds, right?
I'm gonna be right back. I hear myself being yelled for. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna eat you alive. Moose isn't saying that, honestly. Jesus Christ. Hi! I'm so
God,
cold.
hi,
It's so
Chad.
cold
It's
in my
me.
room.
I've snuck my way into the stream.
Oh!
They don't know I'm here. Shh.
Nobody.
No, I'm here. Shh.
Girl, who are you? I'll
Don't
meet you in the next
worry.
episode. It's okay.
Blue, what are you
Oh,
doing?
what are you doing?
Blue, we're not canon yet. Shush.
It's crazy. Am I supposed to be saying words to the stream right now? Or
No.
okay, cool.
Oh.
I'm scared. I'm cold.
Hi, chat.
I'm also
You're a bitch.
cold. You know, I have been hearing that rumor spread around lately. Yeah, I have heard that Chad is in fact a bitch.
Funny little question. What's Moose's HP?
Like 24.
That's
Okay.
intimidating.
What?
No, I'm just looking. I think Blue, in fact, has the least. With a good old 18.
Delightful. How
Yeah,
puntable are you?
Extremely. They're tiny.
Nice.
that's their gimmick. Their gimmick is their puntability.
Yeah. You punt me and I just beat the shit out of everyone.
You know how, like, I don't know. I don't have any example actually, other than just throwing a little dude and them just like starfish pose just directly onto their face and just like gnawing on.
Well, it's that, but then they just get fucking clobbered with a staff and fist.
Real.
For real. And then I get to know what that weak to.
What is your weakness?
I get to learn people's weaknesses.
I love that so much. That's crazy.
Great.
Cool.
I... Quit.
Quick.
This bit is so funny, guys.
This beat is my recital. I think.
I think it's very vital.
She lobotomy on my corporation until second warning.
M00SE.
Yeah, that one. Why would you say that?
I'm here to ruin days.
That's what the LCB stands for.
Oh yeah, M00SE.
Where's the C come from? Yeah, that one.
People in the company, man, this sure do be M00SE.
This sure do be limbusing. I miss Dante.
They're gonna Don Quixote.
I miss Don Quixote. He's so silly. What happened to her horse?
It's a good question. Chad, if you know what happened to Don Quixote's horse, type 1.
Did you know
I don't.
gaming?
I didn't know gaming, actually.
Okay.
Not
No.
for very long.
Did you know gaming? I'm gonna mount people.
On
Okay.
stream?
On stream.
Absolutely. Every session.
That might amount to something.
Carl, what does that
You
mean?
will die.
What we in the industry call a pun.
Oh my god, Limbus Company mentioned on the Wikipedia for Rociante.
Nice.
Rociante is the name of the horse. It's an old sickly horse. That kind of just like sucks.
That's what they used to call me back in college.
Old
An old sickly horse.
Or
Yeah.
sickly horse.
Yeah, an old sickly horse.
Does the part of the horse sucking come into play, or?
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Oh, you said an old sickly horse that sucked.
I don't know.
It's because the horses blow uh
What? Domain expansion.
that's what you call a shadow game.
You guys said the Shadow Realm.
No, that's where we're
Literally.
going, actually.
Yeah. What? I need to read Don Quixote.
The horse book.
Yeah, the horse book. That's crazy. What are you guys' thoughts on horses?
WC horse.
Well, that's if he was a druid.
That's me.
That's you.
Yeah, a druid moment.
I love that. I'm autistic.
I never knew.
It's crazy.
Been hiding it from me this whole time.
Yeah, sorry.
Wow.
So Limbus Company.
I'm reporting you to the head office.
Just kill me already.
No.
Uh-huh.
No.
Oh,
No.
don't tell zombie.
What? Don't tell zombie what?
Don't worry about it.
Won't do, boss.
Thank you. It's what is uh, huh? Oh, never mind. We're still back. And I'm so Has the bard not been playing anything this whole time?
No idea.
Okay. $30 of silence.
Right, hello. What's up?
Moose.
Uh-huh. You explained to the man... Sorry, we're just gonna jump right back in. You
Yeah.
explained to the man how it's definitely not been 10 seconds, and the man looks around at the undeteriorated seats, and he turns back to the crew behind him, which you can kind of see, and he says, "Time dilation seems to have taken effect, but no seemingly actual deterioration of materials has occurred." You hear several people writing things down, and as he looks back, you see he just stops for a moment, and he asks you, WC1 unit, who is the unintended passenger behind you?
The unintended, huh? He's turning around.
As you turn around, you see, well, not anyone you've ever seen before. It's a man for certain, but it's a red scaled man whom seems to have a old vintage violin in his hand, wearing a almost medieval looking bardic uniform without a hat on. His features resemble that more of a lizard or even a dragon's to you, with frills on the side of his head as if though he was an aquatic lizard, and a tail swishes around behind him, and he's wearing more leathery medieval pants with black unbuckled shoes, and he speaks immediately as soon as you see him. "Well, I can do the explaining on that. Gabe Titandale at your service. You run a fine car here out in this plane. You know, it's not one that people have been able to access for a while." He's walking closer as he says this. "It's very interesting, though, that you chose to explore this place. It's not a place that a lot of people would like you to be in, no?" Unidentified hostile. Whoa, whoa, please. As he says this, you see 4 people burst out of this room. You've got to walk forward to make space for them. They both take up positions right next to you. They're of varying different heights, but you can't really tell anything else about them as they point 4 pistols at this man. Please, please, there's no need to get violent. I assure you, it will not go well. If you just hear me out for a moment, please.
Moose is just like pointing at him. State your purpose, passenger.
Rather direct. Well, you see, unfortunately, you all have been in here for about... Well, how many days has it been for you, The 4 of them look between each other, looking at their watches, like, trying to determine an answer. But Moose, thankfully, you know exactly how many days it's been. 1,248.
Thank you. 1,248 days have passed since the train has started.
Ooh, your processors must be busted. Try that, but in years. Double it, triple it, I don't care. It's been a lot longer, trust me.
That is not true.
As soon as he says this, one of them are gone. One of the guards to your left is gone. Ooh, looks like someone thought about it. You see, time's very funny here. You know how people often say time is of a perception? Well, if you believed what I just said, well, it passed for you. He just decomposed in a second. Isn't that fascinating? Really is, isn't it? You must have thought it's been days or years, but you see as the guards all look between each other, confused as to what just happened. They've never seen anything like this. One of them is just gone in an instant and left nothing. Even his gun, his clothes, all disappear. And as soon as they see this and Gabe continues to try to talk, firing, you hear several gunshots all around you fire towards Gabe. But none of them are hitting. You see as he quickly pulls out his violin and strums a chord, and you see as this bubble appears around him. What kind of technology is this? You can only ponder as all the bullets seem to bounce off, and the only one that really does strike him is the final one as he strums his violin again to get rid of this bubble as a bullet strikes him in the chest, and the wound is purple. Well, I was going to be a lot kinder about this, give you the chance to, realize your fault, but I suppose a couple of parting gifts would be kind. And you see as he strums his violin, a hymn is being played throughout the entire car. A hymn that to you seems odd, but it gets even more odd as you see the 3 guards try to, in a last-ditch effort, throw their guns at Gabe as they fly by or just land at his feet, and they all flop over. Now I ask you, your programming dictates you should attack him, as he is clearly presenting a threat to the entire crew, and has attacked them, and clearly not followed orders to stop or die. However, in the back of your mind, you wonder if it's worth it. So I ask you, do you fight him?
No.
No.
Moose is learning fear.
Well, unfortunately, he's attempting to fight you, as this is also affecting you slightly, as you can tell that as much as your sensors are trying to block out what is obviously some sort of deadly music, they can't do it for long. You've only got so... That's loud. You've only got so... Fuck, what? Stop it! Let me turn the volume down. You've only got so long before your audio processors give out and the music fills your sensors and your audio processors. You have about 3 turns. Roll initiative.
Oh, okay. Where's the initiative button? I found it. Engine 12!
Unfortunately, Gabe goes first with a 16. You see as he strums on his violin, he looks about as he plays this violin and eventually just lets go of the violin as the music continues to cut through the room. And you see as he looks down at the gun that landed at his feet. Man, what a funny tool this is. And out of nowhere slaps another clip into it and points it at you and fires. Does an 18 hit?
Yeah, I think so.
You take 1, 6, 7 piercing damage as the
How much in total?
7 as the bullet
Okay.
clangs off your shoulder as the violin continues to play in the air as if though invisible hands are strumming it along. In fact, you can see what looks like 2 invisible hands strumming it. It doesn't exactly work until I say the words, but the music will keep your little friend subdued. How long? How long are you gonna let it wait? He smiles as he points the gun at you more. What do you do as it's now your turn? He doesn't move closer, he just points the gun at you.
Just like kind of looking around at the situation. He's been shot.
Dent in your metal. Nothing important's been damaged.
Yeah. What is it? Gonna shakily grab one of his little axes, his little hand axes that are they're just black little axes. I don't know what they are. He's gonna just kind of throw.
Are they like survival hatchets almost?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. You chucking one at him?
Yeah.
Alright, roll a hit for me.
Wait. Oh, my tabs are in shambles right now. 16.
16. Unfortunately, that does not hit, as he seemingly just swats away the axe in the air with a free hand as it comes at him.
Tone influences how readers respond.
Yeah, the tone influences how readers respond. The tone influences how I respond. Anyways, you see as he swats away this axe as it comes at him, crashing through the window of the train car, and this pink gas almost seems to spill in as he goes, well, that's going to wait till later to let that happen, but I suppose it can begin now. I will be right back. Sorry.
Me when I learned fear for the first time in my life. Why is my speed a hyperlink? Huh?
What?
Why is my speed a hyperlink?
I couldn't tell you.
All my bones are gone.
No.
So are Moose's. He doesn't have any. He's robot.
Would you like some more?
Yeah.
I'll go grab some for you.
Okay, then keep your bones.
They went from the boneyard.
They call me the bone.
They don't call you that.
They call me nah, they don't.
They just don't do that, silly.
You and your lying.
You when you're lying. I'm gonna go out into hyperspace. This guy's not supposed to be here. It's kind of messed up. I want a gun.
What is it with you and being in D&D campaigns and having guns?
Because it's funny. And also a good ranged option, honestly.
Yeah.
Just give me
Got a
normal-
Glock in my Rari.
Yeah. This robot has a gun on him. Don't worry about it.
This robot has a gun on him.
Why would they throw their guns at him? I'm gonna be thinking about that. Shooting him fails. Let's chuck our guns at him.
I
And
mean,
then they
it's bigger projectile. More like
Call of Duty, shoot him, hand.
Call of Duty shoot him, man. My favorite game. Call of Duty.
It's a great meme. Just two iron hands holding their hands and just going, "Oh my god, what if we held iron hands?"
If our iron hands held hands and we were both iron.
What if we were both iron and we both held hands? So, how's the whole fear thing going for you?
Oh yeah, I mean like 5 people just freaking collapsed behind him and there's this weird like lizard thing in front of him.
Spore lizard.
He doesn't know what that is.
It's one of them spore lizards.
Yeah, it might as well be.
Clean all lethal company.
Crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, I'll go back to being non-canon. Have fun.
Well there. I miss my wife tails.
Help!
Huh?
Hi.
Hi. Doggy. M00SE.
How's it going, Kiwi?
I'm alive.
That's good.
Probably not for long, but.
I'm gonna grab your bones.
I don't have any of those.
You will have more soon.
Why?
I don't know. More bones. More
Yes.
bones, the better. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? What are you going
Bone.
hee hoo hoo? Bone.
No!
The puppet. Whoa.
Puppet!
The puppet.
The
Whoa.
puppet!
The puppet.
The puppet!
The puppet. Puppet. So, what does
So-
WC want?
Don't worry about it.
We're about to be Corporation 1.
No. What? No.
We're about to be.
I have no idea what that is. I think someone should have lobotomized me.
It's about to be Corporation, but a W instead of an L.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's we're about to be Corporation.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water Closet 1.
What?
It's Water Closet 1.
Whoa.
Material.
I gotta
should-
go.
You should get a gun and kill someone with it.
I think I really do want to pick up a pistol.
I think you absolutely should.
It has a
You should
tree.
you should get a pistol for everyone.
I don't know, you guys.
Well, you will now. Just that cool.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
We're not canon right now.
I'm always canon. That's my secret
okay.
cap. That's my secret cap. I'm always
You were the red chair.
the what?
Oh my god, he was the red chair.
No, silly, I'm blue.
Then it became
Why are you blue?
Who would have thought the
This is the character name. I don't know why I have it, but it's my name. I don't want to just like
Nice.
I'm going to be called Blue.
You real.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine being blue.
What's the point in feeling blue?
Uh,
Not as a youth, you can go fight a war. As a youth, you can die what it's for. Ba-da-ba-da.
Are you fucking quoting Steven Universe?
Yeah.
Good.
I miss Moose.
Thanks, girly pop.
You're welcome.
You're so
Moose.
back.
Moose.
What's
What?
the use in feeling? What's the
What's the moose and feeling, Blue?
What's the
Do I need to
use-
put that on my moose plate?
I think you did.
Okay. I only have
Oh,
one song.
ran to be rid of it all. Rid of it all. Oh my god, gang, why don't you like take over the entire galaxy? And then for all of our crimes, right at the end when we're defeated, we just become friends.
Yeah, for sure.
Why would there be any kind of comeuppance, you know?
Yeah.
Would there be anything like that? Well, no. I'm not.
Consequences of my actions?
What are those?
Whoa. What are those?
Me when I'm asking what those are. What are they?
Literally. What are they? I don't know, man. I don't know, Miss Squirrely Pop.
Jesse, what are
Just like,
they? Jesse!
just like,
Jesse!
just like.
Me! Jesse, I'm Batman.
Why are you Batman?
They call me Walter Wayne.
What does that mean?
Jesse, it's me, Batman.
So, like,
Bruce White.
Blue Swain?
Breaking
said
Bad
Bruce
with
White, but
AOs
yeah, okay. It's Walter Blue.
before. Walter Blue.
Walter Blue.
Walter Blue.
Adolf Pinkman.
Walter Hickman. The Moose Fringe.
Fringe.
There's a kid, a robot named Moose.
Okay, bud.
Yeah.
I'm going insane.
Good.
Crazy.
Once upon a time, I was crazy. This music is giving Danganronpa.
Let's sing this up. I love this music. Yeah, for sure. This is the sense of urgency ever.
Yeah.
It's only the second warning. It can't go more wrong than that, right?
No, of course not.
Yeah. That's why I didn't send him the third warning.
Whoa. Me when are you? See? There it is again.
Yeah, those are the sounds of the alarm klaxons or whatever going off.
No.
What's a klaxon? That's
Klaxon, klaxon.
klaxon warning. Oh yeah. Yeah, so basically everybody else freaking died.
Mm.
Certified ouchie on
Certified ouchie.
certified ouchie moment. Hey Google, how do you learn how to be alive?
Any alive novas right now?
No.
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 Aw.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
Sure if I did the character sheet right.
I hope your coin was satisfactory, Q.
Oh, it so is. I love it. It's so crunchy. I'd eat it.
I need it.
I'd eat it.
Squid.
Which axe did I throw?
Should you throw?
All of
I already did throw one. I think it was supposed to be the returning one, but also it'd be funny if it wasn't.
Show the left axe.
Mm-hmm. I love how he just parried it into the window.
Goodbye.
It was just like, okay,
Okay, bud.
next turn I'm gonna shoot him with a gun that I found. This will have no repercussions in the future,
You gotta
right?
fight with the power of friendship and this gun you found.
This gun I found.
What this gun I found?
El pistola.
El pistola.
Sorry guys, I wasn't actually an alchemist of an artillerist, because now I have a gun.
Whoa.
I'm a liar. I love gun.
Just one though.
Just one gun. If it ever runs out of ammo, I'm using it as a blunt weapon.
Good. As you should.
Pistol whip.
I can't wait for you to miss and then try and accidentally shoot blue, and I'm gonna just deflect missiles it and throw it at someone.
Everybody welcome to fighting.
What if, scenario, okay? Behind, there's a big old wall, right? Blue's at one end.
Holy shit.
Blue's at one end, I can't see the other person. I have to shoot at blue, and blue throws the bullet again.
Yeah.
It's like
I
one
have
of
to
those
reduce the
old...
damage for myself to 0, but it's a D10 plus Dex, and I
Yeah.
just use it, and then I can throw it as if it was attacked by them. this is great.
Blue has become a pistol.
I've become basically a ricochet shot. Shoot me! Shoot me, Moose! You gotta shoot me! Come on, I can take it! I can take it, I'll throw it! Shoot me!
Robots can't cry, but if I could, I would.
Come on! You gotta shoot me! You're gonna win, Moose! Shoot me!
Was I'm gonna win.
Come on, you're gonna win! You gotta shoot me!
You're so little, and I have such a big bullet.
I'll take it! I can take it! I can shoot him! Come on, you gotta...
I can't wait for whatever the dynamic's gonna be.
Well, the current dynamic between Blue and Aerodol is already amazing.
I love that.
It's petty.
I know.
It's pure petty.
Delightful. We fall.
Okay.
Squid game? I squid on my game till, I don't know, I die. No.
Good music.
Huh?
It's the most intense sitting around waiting for zombie to come back into the ever
I know, man. I love this.
Me when I am a moose.
And when I'm a moose and I'm experiencing the horrors.
Experiencing the horrors.
Remember the horrors.
And then you know, I know. Until you make it to the end.
Yeah, that one.
There it is. Sorry, chat, this is all stream is gonna be.
Yeah.
I would apologize if I was sorry.
Whoa. Oh. Goose. Goose?
Goose?
Goose.
New moose skin just dropped.
New moose can just drop. Imagine being a moose. Could not be me.
No.
I'm a liar. Oh.
Quick update. I will be back in a couple minutes. I am doing chores. I'll be back. Shut up!
Okay. I'm gonna go look woefully. Oh my gosh, what are both in and out of character.
No.
I'm lying. Only in character. I'm also lying.
Wow.
Sorry for lying.
Wow.
That's my life.
Can't believe you lie on the internet and tell lies on the internet. You lie
How
about it.
could you tell lies on the internet?
I can believe you lie on the internet.
My address is 4.
Chat, write that down, write that down, write that down.
I'm sorry, I lied again. It doesn't even start with a 4.
Fuck.
You cannot believe anything.
No. I don't believe in things.
It's me neither, bud.
I don't believe.
Me when I'm a little guy. Have you guys ever been little guys?
Me personally, I don't vibe with that little guy. Stop joking.
I don't know if I can. I'm too large.
Okay, understandable.
Powerful.
Fall Guys.
What?
I am part of the little guy agenda.
Yeah, you are part of the little guy agenda. You're
So
so little,
real.
and I love you for it.
You're so little and you're so guy.
You know, he is both of those things to
Yeah,
a
exactly.
solid degree.
Yeah, see? I told you.
So proud of you.
Who?
Yeah. I would say so.
Okay,
I
me
would
too.
I would say that.
I would say words.
I
love
would.
words. Would you?
Potentially.
Wow.
Fascinating.
Alright.
Fascinating.
Interesting.
Interesting. I love Danganronpa.
Sobbing. Oh. Weeball.
The only Weedle.
And alright, it's crazy. What if we worked in the Lobotomy Corporation Information Branch and then we both died?
What if we were?
What if I die? What?
No, don't do that. Silly couple.
Hold on, boss.
Good.
Yeah, for sure. We are so bad. Hmm.
Hmm.
The Goop Man.
The Goop Man.
That's what they called me today.
In Today College.
And today called. Goopster.
Today College, more commonly known as Todolage.
Literally to knowledge. You're so right for that.
I'm really not.
Why?
So incredibly loud, incorrect buzzer noise.
Why? That's silly.
You're silly.
Stop being such a silly Billy.
No.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair.
And I'm going to be true to myself.
Yeah, it's giving silly Billy energy.
It's giving silly, Billy.
It's really giving.
Mods, crush his skull.
Okay.
Crush his skull, 985.
Not
Right,
this
sorry,
skull.
I know that completely ruined the mood of this, but whatever. I'm just gonna... Whose turn was it? Fuck.
Mine.
Yours? Go ahead, boys. You got 2 rounds.
Oh, yeah. What? You know the guns that are around his feet? Are there guns around him?
The other 2 threw their guns behind Titandale. One of them is currently in his hand.
Okay, well, yeah, wrapping that out of his little hand.
You're gonna go grab it?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. You can run up and go yoink it.
Oh, wait, yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You sounded a little unsure. You're just running up and trying to wrestle the gun out of his hands.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's a treat.
Roll me. I guess this is a disarm attempt. So roll me athletics or acrobatics, whoever's higher, and I will
Let's
do
get
the
that
same.
athletics.
Okay, phone. I need the light, please. I need the light. Where's my phone's light? Oh, okay, you know what? We're just gonna
You did
eyeball
it.
this. We're just gonna eyeball this. Fuck, what is that? Okay. Right, what do you have?
Hmm?
Yeah, what you got?
21.
22, unfortunately. I got an 18 plus 4 with acrobatics
Dang.
part.
I got a 17 plus 4.
Damn. You take a swipe at his hand, holding the Beretta as he pulls back a bit. I've known people who have more tact than you, Moose. As he just simply casually pulls the gun back as you take a swipe at it. That's your action. You got a bonus action still. And some movement if you want to move away. You won't get opportunity since it's a ranged weapon.
Oh yeah, can I just like go around him and get the other guns that are behind him?
Dart behind him and get the other. Yeah, you can do that. You run around him and see the 2 guns on the floor. You can only grab one, as the other person aimed really badly, and you see a broken window on the back door. You can discern where the gun might have gone.
Wow. Yeah, no, I'm taking the obviously I'm taking the one that's there.
As you grab the gun on the ground, you realize it's completely empty. That's why he threw it. You still have it
Yeah,
though,
that's fair.
for future
I
use.
still have it though.
Does that end your turn?
Probably, yeah.
You see as your back is turned as you're grabbing the gun, Gabe brings the gun up once more, and your audio processors are breaking down almost, trying to keep this music out that is being strummed along on the violin. And he misses this time with a shot grazing past your shoulder, smacking into the ground. You know, I don't do this with pride. It's more of a obligation for the stream of time. I'm sure you can understand. TikTok, you're about to listen. He's gonna just like walk closer towards you, to try to get like an execution headshot essentially onto your head. You see as the purple wound, as you turn around slightly, you see as the purple wound is just grazing down his shirt, or seemingly the white coloration of it being tainted by this purple substance he's filled with. It's now your turn. This turn is your last, because once he ends his, you're done for.
Oh, great. So, what are my surroundings again?
You've got 2 tables next to you with a couple of plates on them. You've got an empty gun in your hand. You threw an axe at him, didn't you?
Yeah.
And
And he, like, parried it off into the window.
Oh yeah, right. It's currently outside as the you see as the clouds are almost spilling into the room from the back in that window he shattered. You still got an axe. I think you said you had 2.
Yeah.
But other than that, you got an empty gun, some plates on the table itself, if you really wanted to go that route, and the axe.
Interesting. Absolutely terrifying.
What do you want to do? He's like right behind you, by the way. He's like going for an execution headshot on you.
Yeah. Moose is, like, turning around to just, like, look at that. And, somehow this robot is shaky. If he had breaths to take, it would be quick and bad, you know?
Seeing this, Gabe is going to go, I don't have to kill you, you know. There is an alternative here. I'm willing to let you take it.
He's looking all around. Let's see. I don't know how good of an idea it is to put the gun away and just kind of like... I would assume, like, the doors on either side are locked, correct?
The door to the front of the train is like wide open, but you wouldn't have enough time to get to it before he might be able to get another shot off on you. The door behind you, though, the one that the other gun went out of, is likely locked, but you could reach out and grab it, depending on if you can survive whatever the smoke that it's billowing through the door does to you. You're not even sure if it would do anything, but you could unlock it.
I think that's the only way his brain is, his little, his whatevers are working, you know? Maybe it's time to get out of here, buds.
What?
Maybe it's time to get out of here.
You just
Even if he's backing up to the door and trying to open it from the outside, you know?
Gabe, having pointed his gun at you as you stood up, puts it down and just kind of watches as you do this. You run up to the door as this smoke is billowing through this pinkish blue you saw outside. The window is crashed and the door is open, but as you look out, you don't see the train tracks that are behind you. In fact, as you look down, you see that the train tracks are nothing but a mere holographic representation of where this car is going. It's just the trail it's following set by a computer. If you were to go outside, you'd meet nothing but this trans-dimensional void before you.
Dang. The next idea in his brain was to jump. That doesn't seem like such a good idea, I think.
Well, it's up to you.
So he can just, like, open the door, yeah?
Yeah, he can. You can reach out. Make me a con save if you do that.
Yeah, for sure. Constitution. That's a 13.
Give me just a second. 1, 6.
Girl is gonna be
7,
so damaged.
12. You take 12 fire damage as the outside, as your arm is burnt by this gas. Seemingly it's not fit for any material to exist inside of, except for whatever the train car is built around. You do manage to get your arm out and yank the door handle down as it swings open. You've got, like, half your movement left, and we'll call that your bonus action, yeah? You got an action still. You could do something to him. His violin is also strumming alongside him and is very vulnerable.
Yeah, he can throw another axe.
You gonna do that?
Yeah, the violin.
Alright, roll the hit.
This, there it is. The dirty 20.
Your axe, as you chuck it, swings through the air, cracking right in the middle of the violin, breaking it. Gabe looks at it and goes, "A shame, but luckily the music was just a subduing tactic." You see as the other four in the back of the rooms, or the other three in the back of the room, like, raise their heads for a moment, but as the gas pours in from the window, you see as they are all incinerated almost immediately as it touches them. You, luckily, are able to survive, being metal. Before you end your turn, because I assume you probably don't want to jump off now, or do you?
Oh, probably not, yeah.
No, probably not. Okay. Gabe will spend his turn walking toward you, and instead of pointing the gun at you, the gun he keeps in his other hand, he holds out his hand and says, "You know, it really doesn't have to end like this for you. I was going to offer your unwelcome guests a way out, but unfortunately that's just where they've ended up. So I'll tell you what, you take my hand, listen to what I have to say, and this all goes away. You don't have to work for them anymore, and, well, you don't have to be here to suffer the calamity that will follow. Do we have an understanding?"
He's giving a little nod as he. His hand is freaking. Like, one of his arms is just, like, burnt.
It's a little singed, a little grayer than normal, maybe.
Yeah.
Do you take his hand?
Yeah, he has no other way out.
As you take his hand, you get a much more pleasant experience than those whom have been brought to the web. You see, as Gabe continues to ramble on, almost in a song-like fashion, as eventually the train car drops away around you, and all that's left is you holding Gabe's hand, to which he reminds you, before he continues, "Don't let go, please." And as he continues to speak these words, sounds of the train burning, the cleaning crew inside vanish around you, and something almost awakens inside of you. Spending such a long time in that place, what could have been years or even months, you realize that your programming has stopped speaking to you, but your world around you still exists. Normally, when your programming ceases its words, it stops you. You die, and you come back hours later when your programming finally has words to say, but now it's silent, and Gabe's face stands before you as he continues to speak. You feel freed. No more will you have to listen to what some tacky peoples tell you in the back of your head. No more will you have to listen to the sounds of gunfire as your body is tested for new arms fire. No more will you have to listen. Now you speak, and you have the words for others to listen. Finally, you feel your feet land on this inky substance on the ground, as Gabe also lands next to you. "Well, we're here." He lets go of your hand and looks at the gun for a moment. "I must say, your particular era has a fine way of designing what we might consider primitive. I will be keeping this. It's a work of art, really. I'd like to hang it up on my wall, and its bullets
The
are..."
gun that Moose picked up.
Yeah, the gun he's holding. He's still got the gun, to be clear.
Moose picked up a gun too. Oh,
You
Yeah.
did. You do have it, and you still do have
Okay,
it.
cool.
But it's empty, and it doesn't have any bullets.
Yeah.
Things that can be easily recreated with magic, I'm sure. But he puts the gun in his bag. This is my stop here, Moose. I do apologize. You truthfully are a... How do I put this? You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. This had to happen, so consider this a second chance, no? I do hate to leave, but I have a world to tend to. And he smiles as he drops into the ink and disappears. Behind you, you hear what sounds to be a figure rising. In the distance, you swear you could see, though, someone walking through a doorway? But that, coincidentally, seems to be what you're being presented with. As this form rises out of the ink, it looks to be a doorway. The door made of logs and an elegant wooden archway punctuated by a iron handle lie before you in a form of ink. And as the ink dissipates around it, that's exactly what you see before you. A log door with an elegant wooden archway and a iron handle to punctuate it. The question is, do you enter it?
He doesn't even know what half that stuff is.
Well, you know
It's a wood.
You know what iron is.
He
You
knows
know
what woods
wood
is.
You've been programmed with general knowledge such as that.
He got the scary door in the middle of the nothing. Is it like on a wall?
Nope. Even if you're to look behind it, it's the same door.
He's like circling it.
Same door on every side. Door handles on the same side every time you walk around it. In fact, as you walk around it, it doesn't look as if though the door is being looked around. It looks as if the door is looking at you. But with no eyes to pierce into you, it just creates a rotating door.
Yeah. He was like looking at his own hand and just like, this is something he's doing himself, not something that's pre-programmed into him. That's a little scary. And he's gonna just touch the door handle and make sure it's not, I don't know, gonna shock him or something.
Door handle's
Just
fine.
opening it.
And as you open the door, hold on, you are flung into what looks like a log cabin, at least what your sensors would describe to you as a log cabin. You look around to see several notes strewn about the wall, a bearskin rug inlaid onto the floor, a hearth, a fireplace even, burning in the back of the room, or on one of the sides of the walls. And before you realize another door, an exit to this place, is before you, and two people stand before it, a cat person and a very short, furry little creature wearing a pyramid-eyed mask lie before you. Another man falls through the door, but he keeps to himself as he watches this go on around him. Notes sprinkled about the room and the medieval architecture are all alien to you, but with nothing but a hand axe at your side and to the two of you, Arundel and Blue, a very strange-looking device that resembles a gun in Moose's hand, you're left alone. Not dead, at least. Not being burnt by some trans-dimensional plane. Just alive. And I will let you all take it away from there.
You test my patience, short one.
Probably, yes. But I feel like we should pause it so we see the new people.
New people?
Just like point. Point to Moose. New people.
Have fun.
Just kind of backing towards the door a little bit.
Looking
being
The door
pointed
is
at
gone
you.
at this point.
Looking directly at you.
Even Dalton like kind of glances towards you, giving you that side eye. Are you going to introduce yourself? Or are you going to remain there, scared and afraid?
I don't know those.
What?
What do you mean, know those?
I know that. I know the definitions.
Of being scared and afraid.
Yeah.
Are you unaware that that is what you are experiencing now? Your cowering and backing away seems to indicate as such.
I wasn't made to do that.
You
Oh,
weren't made to do anything. No one was. You have your own power. What are you talking about? No one's
Yeah.
made.
I was built with a purpose.
You were built?
what we're dealing with here, Blue, is a warforged.
But there's no war.
Not in your world, perhaps.
Oh no, there is multiple. Saying right here.
Well, you don't know that for certain yet either. We've been here all of 10 minutes.
True. Steel. I don't think I've seen a creature made of steel before.
I don't suppose you've seen much of anything with those eyes of yours.
It's a fucking metaphor. I swear to God.
Rather blasphemous, aren't you?
They didn't tell me so.
Oh, no, it's a couple eyes. I think I've seen things.
Just kind of like puts a hand over all of them. Just like, these are fake, don't worry.
What?
Merely
Perfect.
decorative.
They're like lights. Shiny. I'm actually blind. I do not see. But I hear your footsteps on the ground. And they are metal.
I've been told they really like comedy related to their blindness.
I really don't.
The... Huh?
So what brings you here, Warforged?
I don't know. A lizard person came in.
Right, just another one of those, are you?
Keep hearing about this person. Are they a chameleon? No, they can go in, camouflaged.
They were not bipedal.
I thought cattle
Violin.
they peed. Sorry,
Were
that
you
was a
one
joke.
of the
I'm trying to light the
ones-
mood.
Brought here on your own volition, or were you taken against your will?
I don't know.
Did you choose to come to the web? Do you know where you are right now?
No. I don't know where I am right now. I'm in a cabin.
You too are blind, it seems.
I can my visuals are
It's a
Okay.
metaphor, my dear.
okay. What are
I'm
you?
going to toss the map to Moose. What am I
He's
should be
catching it.
apparent to someone of your ilk.
A cat? Oh,
Quite
Yes, a cat.
precisely.
I didn't say anything.
Nothing of value, Blue. Nothing of value.
I give up.
is
So the map for
the map? Yeah,
is just the map that's on stream.
yeah,
The web.
yeah. This is a lot of shapes and colors, and does not match any geographical anything on record.
Not anything on your records, I imagine, but mine were evidently a little more in depth than yours. Or at least of a different specification. We find ourselves at the center. The location known as the Hearth, I believe, is where we are currently situated.
Place of warmth, I think.
It is supposedly a safe haven. It appears to be for now, but it would be unwise to completely rule out danger while we're here.
Seems like it's immune to the resets of the worlds below.
Resets.
Yes,
The world's below.
as I traveled here, I fell asleep and then was teleported here seemingly. And then I find a world that goes from the plains to a desert, and then apparently something about a reset, and they go back to where they were.
Okay. That seems familiar, I think.
From what I can understand of this place's mechanisms, places outside of the hearth appear to be on these periodic resets. I imagine on our adventures away from the hearth, across some span of time, by the end of our journey, a reset will bring us right back here.
I've been reset many times. I think I'm okay with that.
What?
Tell us
Have you
about
been-
yourself.
Yes, tell us about yourself.
What's
Designation WC1 Moose. I
Is
work
that
Daryl's
his
as
like
name?
writing this
cleanup.
down as you are speaking, like writing everything.
I work as cleanup in the company.
You're a janitor?
That would be the most close, I think.
It's
okay.
clear by your demeanor that you aren't just your common run-of-the-mill janitor. What exactly are the messes that you clean up?
It's I don't think I'm authorized to tell you.
Who's to stop you?
My, I don't know.
Are they around?
It's been very quiet.
Allow
Then
me
there's no one to help?
enlighten you a little bit about my research of this place. The only way in and to influence events within the web are through the men that brought you here in the first place. So whatever higher-ups you believe you answer to before cannot find you here, and they will not have any impact on your future and preceding operations. You can disregard any rules and notions that you are believing you have to follow. They won't matter here.
I can't do that. That's, against how I was made.
Who says it can't be changed?
The programming that dictated how I was built.
The one that's no longer talking in your brain?
Yeah, yes.
Then what's stopping you?
Therefore, those influences are no longer present. You can operate as you desire.
I suppose.
You're not familiar with the concept of free will, are you?
No.
Hmm.
I was woken up, made to do my job, and then put back to sleep.
What was your job?
Clean up.
I've
what?
already stated this, Blue.
I was trying to get them to say what they were cleaning up.
I have to put passengers back where they belong.
Passengers?
Transportation. One place to another. Sometimes things go wrong.
And what exactly do you mean when you say transportation?
A vehicle that brings you from one place to another.
Yes,
based
more
off of
specifically, Medea, what kind of vehicle? Give me the specifics, if you will.
the train.
A train.
Huh.
Genuine question. Do Does Arendelle and Blue know what a train is?
I was about to get to that,
Okay,
bitch ass.
sorry.
Incredible.
I don't think I've heard or seen of a train except like one you practice, as in you train yourself.
I can't exactly say I've seen one, but notes are pretty evident on how they work.
Trains
They
are
are upper city things, it seems, not really my kind's dealings.
City?
the city.
I didn't really live in a city. I lived in monasteries. I don't know a few things, but I know a few.
They go from one place to another.
Oh, we just walked.
Where exactly were the places your trains were taking you between?
Towns and labs and cities that need it.
And the nature of the journey?
It only takes 10 seconds to get there.
Is that quite right?
That's quite quick.
According to the things I've read about trains, a mere 10-second operation of such a vehicle would get you little more than a couple of centimeters ahead on the track. So do tell me the mechanics of these trains of yours. I'm very curious.
A technological wonder. It has to do with teleporting.
Teleportation, eh?
Teleportation and portals and the like.
So it's magic?
It was science. Magic is a story.
I
Thank-
don't think it is. I think I got hit with some earlier.
How do you think you ended up here?
Something about the journey went wrong. And I was stuck for longer than the 10 seconds implied.
Science, magic, they aren't entirely dissimilar from one another. Both feats capable of incredible achievements, far departed from the normal accomplishments of regular means, but both within themselves studyable and understandable mechanics. They aren't as foreign a concept as you might believe, the both of you.
I was
It's not like I don't believe it.
I did not know the details of everything. I was made to do the cleaning. I get to listen to the conversations while
Kept
they
in the dark, were you?
I suppose you could say that.
Evidently, your title doesn't indicate much of a status within your organization. I imagine much of the more enticing oddities and details within your system's workings were likely kept from you, weren't they?
Yes. It's for safety.
You may be
And
less
the like.
interesting than I first thought.
Blue's just
Okay.
kind of standing there quietly, looking, and kind of like with a somewhat frown demeanor, although it's not really
No.
visible.
Apologies, my friend. Did I strike a nerve?
No, I'm fine.
Yes, you were a
History
little
truly
different.
does repeat itself in.
Well, I wouldn't say exactly. Your circumstances were much different.
Abuse from the higher ups, making you feel like you're nothing because the higher up is definitely striking a nerve.
Yes, but you let your own feelings get in the way of your status and position, forcing you to develop these ideas that you have to run away and defect from your current circumstances, as fortunate and as reward-rich as they were.
They were.
Discarding of a rather fruitful situation, but who am I to stop your blatant wisdom, whereas our Warforged friend over here never seemed to have the chance to come to such conclusions. Their programming, as it were, their ability to think was capped off by whatever created them. So these notions of abuse by their higher-ups and such fickle quarrels never could have occurred to them if they tried.
That just makes it worse.
It was just how it worked. I was made to do my job, and I did it.
You were
Yeah.
used against your will for a company that cared nothing of you.
They kept me, didn't they?
Did they?
Such is the nature, as tragic as it is, of Warforged. Treated more often as property than sentient, intelligent life. It's a shame, but it has its uses, from what I understand.
Think about it. Have they come after you? Are they looking for you?
They were there eventually.
Help you?
I think so.
You think so?
We got interrupted by the lizard person.
Were they helping you, or were they helping this train you were on?
They came for me.
And for you?
I just had to identify myself after.
Tell me, Moose, wasn't it?
Yes.
How many others have you seen within your station that are akin to you in your status as a Warforged? Were you the only one?
I think so.
You think
I
so?
was to help mitigate losses.
Then I ask
People
you,
in my line of work.
others within your station, were there more people that could fill the role you played, or were you vital to the operation?
I was made to do my job. And that
you don't think that in your absence, someone else could be made to fill the same?
I was the first in my line. I think it took. I don't.
First in your line, perhaps. Last in your line? No, I doubt that. Blue raises a good point. Of them, the people you worked for, making some kind of rescue attempt to save you.
There
Given my
other-
understanding of your role and your position, no, I don't believe anyone's coming for you.
I am an expendable loss, I would think.
Yes, I would think so too.
I was there for a test.
Nature.
A test of the trans.
This is no longer a test. This is a repercussion of an experiment gone wrong. You're not. I don't think you're going back.
They knew what they were doing.
I don't think they did.
You are simply a negative statistic. You will be improved upon, and you will be replaced. That is the nature of things.
Why are you
Your
telling me this?
shortcomings will be noted. Because you need to abandon this concept that who you were made by, the people you worked for, that any of that matters now. Now is a time of survival. We are stranded, no doubt, in a realm entirely beyond at least both of your comprehensions and my standalone abilities. I doubt this place is going to be rather kind to us. And so we need to make sure that all of us, including you, are capable enough to survive in such a likely hostile land.
I was made to survive.
That's useful at least.
And you mentioned having medical abilities. Would you like to expand on that for me?
I have to have some way to help the human cleanup agents, because I couldn't have gone in there alone and done everything.
And what exactly are your abilities, friend?
He's gonna pull out a gun.
What is that?
I'm trained in this. I was
Don't know what that is.
programmed to be trained in.
What kind of a gun is it for visual reference? I'm guessing it's a bit more futuristic.
No, it's more modern day. It's akin to a Beretta.
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 What
I think
Beretta?
it's, I
We
think
barely
it's
know,
called Beretta. Hold on. I think the one I'm thinking of.
Kiwi?
Hmm?
What do we say? What we say visually? Is it just look like a standard kind of handgun, or did it have any flavor?
Pretty standard. It's the blue and black. It has the logo on it. The logo that is on his chest. All that jazz, you know?
Unsure what it is.
It seems to be a more streamlined design of a somewhat standard revolver. I'm guessing made more efficient in some areas. You do seem to be of a time a little beyond mine, and certainly beyond theirs.
Okay.
Guessing it's standard affair. You point, you pull the trigger, it fires.
Correct. You'd be right in that. It doesn't have any ammunition at the moment, but there might be a way to procure some.
Tricks
make
up your
some.
sleeve. Is this all you are?
I don't know what you're implying.
What else do you bring to the table? Combatively, give me some kind of indication of your ability. Or are you just point, pull the trigger, it fires?
No, but
Then tell me what it is you can do. These are the
I can
details.
improve upon pre-existing designs to make things better. I have a pair of axes. I don't know where the other one is.
It seems you had a pair of axes.
The one I do have can return to me when I throw it using combination of magnets and the like.
Intriguing. You are some kind of mechanic, tinkerer type, then.
I would say that.
How capable are you in a combative scenario? Say, some hostile entity approaches. How do you plan to dispose of it?
The usual set of just things built into me.
Such as?
Things for stunning, things for melting, electric acid.
So there is plenty more to you then.
It's what I was made for.
Yes, apparently so. For a janitor, I might say you are incredibly overarmed.
We needed it in the line of work. Bad things could happen.
Don't imagine it was just the odd mess and spill you were tidying up, was it?
No, of course not. It's no.
Then by all means, explain to us the nature of your line of work.
What are
For
you?
real. Pardon?
What are you?
What am I?
Yes. Because I've only seen sentient humans. Those are.
To be specific, I am a tabaxi. Sentient, somewhat anthropomorphic, feline type. Just as intelligent as your standard humans, though in my case, a little more than standard.
And the other one?
Me? Oh, I am a Yoril. Yoril is a small spirit kind of creature. Goes with the wind and everything, but need anything more information?
No. I'll add it to the database. I need to make the details of my work is not shared outside of the people who created me.
Still believe you're sworn to secrecy, do you?
What are you gonna do with the information?
Keep it in mind. I have
else
no
you do with
ulterior
information?
motive. As I have told you, we are stranded in a world that we cannot be rescued from nor exactly have a way out from. I am an intellectual type. I like to know things. So, knowing as much as I can about my current situation, including the nature of the place I'm in, the people I'm with, and their capabilities and circumstances, is all very useful information for me so I can strategize effectively. There would be no
Understood.
point if I sent someone who is a trained doctor into the front lines. That would be a damning sentence for someone less capable of combat.
I only know the basics of first aid. I could hold my own in a fight.
Well,
I think.
that's good.
I always have.
I imagine that's going to be a skill that will prove very useful to us.
That'd be correct, I believe.
I'm assuming, Blue, you are also capable of handling yourself.
Yes, very good. Like myself, I've lived on my own for multiple years. I can surely take care of myself.
Well, you can't make such an assumption blindly. One can live by themselves in a padded room with all the amenities they could ever need for many years and be just safe and fine. It's
wasn't
not an
in a padded
indication
room.
of someone's combative abilities.
As I said, I live outside in the wild, not in a cushy little.
And that
I can
is
handle.
the detail I'm looking for.
I said it. I said I lived by myself outside for a long. I thought you keep saying you're the perceptive one, but
It pays to be careful.
it also pays to listen, which very useful.
Suppose it does.
This is like looking around. He's
Oh yeah, there's all the notes on the wall. I'm gonna read the notes.
You wanna read the notes?
I can't
Smile.
read.
Okay, loser. Sorry.
Can you? I know we just made with pity to each other, but can you read the notes out for me? Can you read? I know you just met it. Can you read the notes out for me, please?
I'm programmed
you-
to help.
Do you and Moose read the notes? Or
You and who?
Arendelle, you and Moose.
I mean, I've already read them, noted them down, took the liberty of making sure I've got them on
Okay
record
then.
in case
Okay
we
then.
don't have
Moose,
access
do
to
you
them.
read any of the notes?
Yeah.
Lots of these notes describe things seemingly that happened in the web. You can discern by the fact that you've been told this place is in the center of the web. This must be a place where people are often sent. Fuck it. Let's see if you get a good one or like a really bad one. We're gonna roll for like quality of note here. That's a D12. Where's the 20? There we go. All right. You find a note that just says over and over again, don't chop the trees, don't chop the trees, do not chop the trees, the squirrels will eat your eyes, they tried to eat mine, they tried to eat my feet, my legs, my arms, don't chop the trees, don't chop the trees. Over and over and over again, clearly a note written by a madman that is very obviously stained in blood. Do you look at another one?
No, I think he's stopping for that.
Okay, alright.
Squirrels don't act like that.
What? What do you mean squirrels don't act like that?
The note on the wall.
Did you read it out?
Yes.
Okay, and then yes. I think I wasn't listening, but I remember now.
I thought perception was it. Blue.
There's a difference between listening all the time and choosing when to listen.
Oh, I'm sorry. I chose not to listen.
Well,
We-
no. What?
What?
What did you say?
It doesn't matter. I think.
I think you should say it anyway, because it might be important.
I don't know what's going on.
Neither do we. Me and this one here arrived here around 10-ish minutes ago.
Roughly, yes.
I'm out of the way I usually am.
What does that mean? You're not feeling yourself, or in a more physical sense?
Both. I'm not meant to think like this. I'm sure you already know that.
You've upgraded from being a cog in the machine. You now have thoughts.
This isn't how it works, usually.
This is how most people. You were created You weren't created as a human, or with sentience or life. You were
Correct.
created as something lower, which they didn't want you to be anything more.
And now why do I have?
You've evolved. You've become greater. You've become something more than what you were. You've become something in general.
That shouldn't happen.
It says. There's no one to tell you not, no one to tell you that it should be. Only you.
What am I?
You're a moose. You just said so. A warforged.
Okay.
Yes? You seem distressed. I can hear your, what I'm guessing are insides wording.
Oh yeah, they so are.
Don't seem to be a Flesh and bones.
Only people have this. The
Well.
flesh and bones.
Does that define a person?
Is it by definition?
I don't know. You seem to be the one saying so. You tell me.
I do not know.
Should we find out? That sounds like a threat. I apologize. That was not a threat. Is it more? It's supposed to be more uplifting. It is now, but it sounds like a threat. As in, let's find out. As in, let's go research and explore and find out they are. I'm not going to kill you. Don't worry. Unless I need to, but
Oh. That's...
don't worry. I don't usually kill. Well, just kind of like tilts head to turning to the side a bit. I don't usually kill without reason.
Yeah. Me neither, unless the job dictates it. I don't think it has. I don't think they've been dying.
That's
Still
at
kind of
least.
stayed in between.
That's tough.
What is the thing that you're doing?
What?
Exhales.
Breathing?
The other one.
What?
The
Exhaling, inhaling, breathing.
the faster one.
Hyperventilation.
I'm not doing that. Or
After the jokes.
oh, you
The
mean a
laugh.
laugh?
Yeah.
What about it? I laughed. I have some sense of humor, luckily.
To explain this to you, Moose, laughter is normally a sensation, how do I say this? Experienced after a joke or similarly comedic event, which, despite Blue's improper timing of such laughter, is what I'm assuming they're attempting to go for.
You really do suck the fun out of every. You explained the joke in the worst possible way.
I wasn't aware it was trying to be a joke. They're normally funny.
No, not a joke. I'm saying you explained how laughter and joy is something unsentient in a way that just seems not worth it.
Doesn't tend to be.
For you, maybe, but you're also, well, there's multiple words I could say, but you're just kind
Choose
of
them.
boring.
Boring, eh?
Yes.
Hmm. What
Everyone
a
should
shame
be
I don't
free.
meet your superficial expectations. Are you done? Can we continue?
Sure, I'm done. But try not to tell the one who's currently struggling with feelings in a such unfeeling manner. Even though I know that you struggle with them stuff, do you? Did you say they're worthless or whatever?
I think they're a immature thing to base your entire life's trajectory on, but if you're
And why are you here again?
Because I chose to be here.
Mm-hmm. Why did you choose to be here?
Curiosity.
That's a feeling.
It's not an emotion.
It is.
Not one I would consider to be childish.
So you get to decide. Who are you, Mister Mr. Emotion?
Hardly. That seems apparent by now.
Exactly.
Do you two dislike each other?
Immensely.
I'm
Okay.
indifferent.
This one has I've met him for 10 minutes and I also already want to strangle him.
Not
But
like
also,
you could
yes.
reach.
I just like pulls out the bow staff. I don't need to strangle you. I don't need to reach to kill you.
I thought you liked jokes.
Jokes are
What was one
funny.
of those jokes?
That's where a laugh would be appropriate. After something funny. Why don't you try being funny, Blue? Why not give it a go?
What?
We're talking about
Just-
laughter and jokes.
Be funny?
Because your prior attempts were left a lot to be desired.
You're, what? I can think about very simple, basic puns.
I won't stretch your little brain over it then.
A short.
Have you any other questions, my metallic friend?
I don't know.
Well, there is not much exactly forcing us out of this place as of yet. Take the time you need to rationalize the state of affairs. We can wait until you're at a stable operating point.
I'm usually at a stable operating point.
You have undergone a prolific change in your circumstances. To not be operating at full efficiency is to be expected after such a monumental change. We can wait around while you piece everything together.
I don't know if that's possible.
Well, we can wait for all eternity if you wish. Just let us know either when you're ready to depart or you've given up trying to make sense of it all.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll have plenty of fun until then.
Understood. He's gonna go stare at a corner for a little bit.
Does Moose still have the map?
Yeah.
Alright, you're just not going to bother trying to get it off him right now.
Another map will appear if it's not put back on the table, so you can always take another one.
That's true! Aaron's going to go grab a second map then.
Yep,
I forgot that Aaron did the experiment. Of
there's
the magical maps.
there's another map there, and you pick it up.
I would offer you one, Blue, but I imagine it's not much use in your hands.
No, it wouldn't be.
I feel like we're going to have an amazing time together.
Oof. It sucks. He just kind of like sits in the corner.
My friend, do you have reservations?
For dinner, no.
See, you do know how to make a good joke.
Let's hope this other one who's here is at least somewhat normal and not you.
Oh. How do I manage to both be abnormal and boring at the same time? It is a stellar feat.
Good pun. I don't know. Let's say you're a abnormality, but somehow boring still. As you just said.
Your standards, like yourself, appear to be appropriately fickle.
You want me to think, and you guys talk a lot.
Do you need silence?
I'm just not used to being spoken around by people who aren't
Aren't
Aren't what, friend?
Uh, I don't know what to call it. Speaking to me, I guess.
response?
Yes.
You're not used to people talking without asking you a question?
Yes.
There's nothing needed of you, so why would we ask a question?
I don't know.
Alright.
Now is the time for you
Apologies.
to rationalize your thoughts and feelings on this.
That is a bigger order than I can imagine right now.
That's why I'm giving you time. And if it's something you are incapable of, we will move forward with that in mind.
Okay. I do not. I don't. Apologies.
Noted.
They are not in order.
Okay. I will try to think.
As you will.
I'm gonna butt in and ask.
But
Shut up. Do
See?
we? Do
Another
we?
good joke, Blue.
Do
Amazing.
we want to stop here? Because it seems like we're all just kind of recuperating, resting. I know Moose just got thrown.
Moose is
into
just
the-
having his existential crisis in the corner.
Yeah. Do we maybe want to leave?
I
'cause-
have one request before we end session.
Yeah, boss. What's up?
I wish to insult Blue one more time and
You
then
got
session
it.
end right after before Blue can
You
try
got it,
and
boss. Go on.
make an
go on.
attempt
Get-
to
get
come
him.
back.
what if I'm just very fast at it?
Get him. Just get him. Get him now. Get him now. Go. Yeah.
Are you gonna do it, bud?
I'm trying to deliver a decisive blow.
Okay,
I have my ready. The moment you start talking, I'm going to respond.
Yeah?
Yes.
Whatever.
Aspects of Blue I could insult, or can we exploit? They're blind, but I've done that bit to death.
Short.
They are short. Not stupid per se, but childish, definitely immature. Maybe I could correlate their immaturity to their height, call them a
feel like
child.
that fits in the
You're a bitch.
Corruption. I wasn't done.
Oh, don't worry. I just got my response in, so
Know your place, Blue, which, considering your stature, will always be.
I
with
will
us.
break your kneecaps and bring you in my
Right
level.
then,
I'm
well,
not one to bring
as
you
we
down.
That's
all-
about all you could reach, I imagine.
As we
I will
all
jump up and
sit
crush your
and
skull.
rest to recuperate
crush your
from our
skull.
various events
You
of
don't
getting
have
thrown into the
mugs.
web, that concludes the
Shadows,
series.
crush your skull.
Never make affiliate on Twitch.
That concludes the series of solo sessions. We will start the actual first session next week, but I'm gonna send everybody to Dash Ducks. Hope you all had a fun time. And I
Oh
will see
wait,
you
hold
all
on.
Friday.
No, I can make a
Friday.
decisive blow. I'm giving you frickin'
You got 4 seconds.
points. No, I'm giving you channel points. Let me tweet out Blue Slander.
Oh my god. Okay. All
This is
right.
fucked up.
Fine. Go on. You've got until the raid timer ends, because once the raid timer ends, I'm ending the stream.
So, oh wait, it's only 5k now. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I think I did lower it.
Hey,
After a
zombie.
while.
I'm
Oh, no.
I'm
One per stream,
14
one
I'm
per stream.
14k away.
One per stream.
I'm 14k away.
From what?
End stream.
Oh god, wait, really?
Yeah, I have 86k.
Why did you tell him? It could have been a surprise.
Next
Oh no,
little
I want
stream.
zombie to not know when it happens, because I could be lying about my number.
Good lord.
I've actually seen how many channel points Fenda actually has, and it's about
Yeah, okay. Anyways, I'm gonna send everybody to Dash Ducks. You all have a
1,000.
good night, and I will see you all on Friday. Next Friday when we have this again.
Whoa, next